1 tablespoon of ordinary milk of magnesia from any drugstore in America, 1 gallon of warm water, 5 minutes of mixing, and every plant in your garden receives one of the most bioavailable forms of magnesium that peer-reviewed nutritional science has ever documented for use in plant nutrition. Tomatoes stop dropping their blossoms and set heavier fruit. Peppers push out darker green foliage and fruit more consistently. Roses, dahlias, fruit trees, berry bushes, blueberries, citrus, corn, beans, leafy greens, herbs, and even the houseplants sitting on your kitchen windowsill respond to the same recipe. The reason has been documented in agricultural research going back nearly a century, and it comes down to one specific biological fact that most home gardeners have never had explained clearly. Every molecule of chlorophyll in every leaf of every plant on Earth has one specific mineral atom sitting at its exact center, the way iron sits at the center of every hemoglobin molecule in human blood. That mineral is magnesium. Without adequate magnesium in the root zone, plants cannot manufacture chlorophyll, cannot photosynthesize efficiently, and cannot produce the sugars they need to build fruit, flowers, or new growth. And the specific pharmacy product I'm about to walk you through delivers magnesium in a slow-release form that lasts weeks longer than any garden center magnesium supplement sold at 10 times the price. But before I show you the exact recipe and the specific dilution ratio that turns a $2 bottle of pharmacy antacid into the most effective magnesium delivery system for home gardens, you need to understand something almost every gardening video on this topic gets completely wrong. Most channels lump all magnesium supplements together. Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate, magnesium hydroxide, dolomitic lime, all treated as interchangeable products delivering identical results. They are not. The chemistry differs substantially, the release timing differs substantially, and the specific applications where each works best differ substantially. Stay with me, because the difference between Milk of Magnesia and every other magnesium supplement on the shelf comes down to release rate, soil pH effects, and duration of benefit that determines whether the product delivers exactly what your garden needs or produces disappointing results for the specific problem you are trying to solve. The story does not start in a modern garden center. It starts in an English chemistry laboratory in the year 1808. When a British chemist named Humphry Davy became the first person in scientific history to successfully isolate the element magnesium in its pure metallic form. Davy accomplished this using an early technique called electrolysis, passing electric current through molten magnesium compounds to separate the metal atoms from their attached oxygen and hydroxide groups. Before Davy's work, magnesium had been recognized as a distinct substance for several decades, but no one had successfully purified the element or documented its chemistry in detail. Davy's isolation of magnesium in 1808 established the foundation for 2 centuries of subsequent research into the mineral's role in human nutrition, industrial applications, and agricultural biology. The connection between magnesium and plant health took longer to establish, but by the middle of the 19th century, agricultural chemists had documented that plants deficient in magnesium developed specific yellowing patterns in their leaves and produced substantially reduced yields compared to plants with adequate magnesium in their root zones. The specific pharmacy product that concerns us in this video traces to a different laboratory and a slightly later era. In 1873, an American chemist and pharmacist named Charles Henry Phillips patented and began commercially manufacturing a stable liquid suspension of magnesium hydroxide that he marketed as Phillips Milk of Magnesia. Phillips developed the product primarily as a treatment for digestive complaints, and the same white chalky liquid has remained in continuous commercial production under the Phillips brand and various competitor brands for over 150 years. The chemistry has never fundamentally changed. Milk of Magnesia consists of finely suspended magnesium hydroxide particles in water, typically at concentrations that deliver approximately 500 milligrams of elemental magnesium per tablespoon of finished product. The National Institutes of Health Office of Dietary Supplements documents this concentration precisely in official reference materials, and the same numerical relationship allows home gardeners to calculate exact magnesium delivery rates for their soil applications. Here is the part nobody talks about. The reason magnesium matters so much for plant biology comes down to specific molecular chemistry that most gardening advice never explains. Chlorophyll, the green pigment that gives plants their color and enables photosynthesis, is constructed around a specific ring structure with one magnesium atom sitting at its exact chemical center. Every single molecule of chlorophyll in every leaf on Earth contains one magnesium atom in this specific position, and the entire process by which plants convert sunlight into sugar depends absolutely on the presence of that magnesium atom. Take away the magnesium, and the chlorophyll molecule cannot form. Without chlorophyll, plants cannot photosynthesize. Without photosynthesis, plants cannot produce the sugars they need to build fruit, flowers, roots, or new stem growth. This is why magnesium deficiency produces such visible and dramatic symptoms in garden plants. Yellowing appears between the leaf veins, while the veins themselves remain green, creating a distinctive pattern called interveinal chlorosis that soil scientists can diagnose from a photograph. Fruit set collapses, new growth stalls, older leaves brown at their edges and drop from the plant. Every one of these symptoms points to the same underlying problem, which is that plant biology has run out of the specific mineral that sits at the exact center of every chlorophyll molecule. The scale of magnesium demand in a healthy plant is worth understanding because it explains why supplementation matters so much in intensively cultivated soils that have been growing food crops for generations. A single mature tomato plant may contain between 2 and 4 grams of magnesium in its total tissue at peak growth. Most of that magnesium concentrated in the leaves where chlorophyll production is happening most intensively. Multiply that magnesium demand across an entire garden of tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and other fruiting vegetables, and the annual magnesium withdrawal from your soil adds up quickly. The magnesium leaves your garden every time you harvest food and carry it into the kitchen, and unless you deliberately replace the magnesium through targeted supplementation or through comprehensive soil amendments, the reserves in your root zone gradually decline year after year until eventually the crops you plant simply cannot produce the way they used to. This is one of the most common invisible reasons that gardens which produced abundantly for years begin producing mediocre yields over time, and it is one of the easiest deficiencies to correct once a gardener recognizes the underlying pattern. Now stay with me, because the biochemistry driving why Milk of Magnesia specifically outperforms other magnesium sources in certain garden situations comes down to release rate rather than total magnesium content. Epsom salt, which is magnesium sulfate, dissolves rapidly in water and delivers a fast burst of soluble magnesium ions to plant roots within hours of application. This works exceptionally well for correcting acute magnesium deficiency in the short term, but the fast-dissolving magnesium sulfate also leaches out of the root zone quickly during subsequent rainfall or heavy irrigation, requiring reapplication every few weeks throughout the growing season. Milk of Magnesia, which is magnesium hydroxide, dissolves far more slowly. The finely suspended magnesium hydroxide particles release their magnesium content gradually across weeks or months rather than hours, providing sustained magnesium availability without the leaching losses that limit magnesium sulfate applications. A single tablespoon of milk of magnesia diluted in 1 gallon of water can deliver magnesium to plants across a substantially longer window than the same amount of elemental magnesium delivered as Epsom salt. And the slower release rate matches the actual biological rate at which plants use magnesium in chlorophyll synthesis and other metabolic processes. Here is the shareable detail that should change how you think about magnesium supplementation forever. Peer-reviewed metabolomics research published on the National Center for Biotechnology Information Database in 2017 documented that soybean plants exposed to magnesium deficiency showed measurable metabolic changes within just 4 days of starvation, with clearly discriminated metabolic profiles between deficient and adequately supplied plants at 8 days. The research quantified how quickly plant biology collapses when magnesium runs out of the root zone, demonstrating that even short-term deficiency produces detectable damage to fundamental metabolic pathways. This is why home gardens with borderline magnesium availability produce mediocre yields year after year. The plants are not dead, they are not obviously failing, but their internal biochemistry is running below the threshold required for full production, and the deficiency shows up in reduced fruit set, smaller vegetables, and weaker flowering, rather than in dramatic visible symptoms. A slow-release magnesium application from Milk of Magnesia keeps the root zone consistently above the deficiency threshold across an entire growing season, and the effect on total garden production is substantially larger than the modest cost of a single pharmacy bottle would suggest. So why is this technique not standard practice in every American vegetable garden, despite the peer-reviewed research supporting the underlying biology? The answer follows the same pattern as almost every buried gardening technique. The synthetic fertilizer industry generates substantial annual revenue selling proprietary magnesium supplements at prices 5 to 10 times higher than what a $2 bottle of pharmacy antacid delivers for identical elemental magnesium content. Garden centers profit from repeated retail sales of soluble magnesium blends every growing season. Milk of Magnesia cannot be patented, cannot be branded as a proprietary garden product, and delivers the same essential mineral at a fraction of the commercial garden supply price. The economics are exactly backward from how the retail garden supply industry needs to function, so the same magnesium hydroxide chemistry that pharmacists have used for 150 years to treat digestive complaints in humans sits largely absent from mainstream gardening advice, ignored by the same gardeners who walk past it every week on their way to buy expensive proprietary magnesium supplements at 10 times the pharmacy price. Now, I need to be honest with you, because dishonesty about specific concerns with this technique is exactly how good methods become associated with failed attempts. Milk of Magnesia is strongly alkaline, with a pH around 10 in undiluted form, and this alkalinity has significant implications for how and where you should apply it. In acidic soils, meaning soils with pH below approximately 6.5, the alkaline effect of Milk of Magnesia provides beneficial buffering along with the magnesium delivery. The application both feeds the plant's magnesium and gently raises the soil pH toward the neutral range where most vegetables thrive. In already alkaline soils, meaning soils with pH above 7.0, adding Milk of Magnesia can push the pH too high and cause nutrient lockout, where iron, manganese, phosphorus, and other trace elements become chemically unavailable to plant roots even when they are physically present in the soil. Before applying Milk of Magnesia across a large garden area, test your soil pH using an inexpensive kit from any garden center. If your soil pH runs above 7, use Epsom salt for magnesium supplementation instead, because magnesium sulfate does not affect soil pH the way magnesium hydroxide does. There is a second honest reality worth flagging. Not every version of Milk of Magnesia sold at pharmacies is appropriate for garden use. Modern manufacturers sell flavored versions containing mint oil, cherry flavoring, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and other additives designed to make the product more palatable when taken as an antacid or laxative. None of these additives belong in your garden soil, and some of them can actively harm beneficial soil microorganisms if applied at high enough concentrations. Use only plain, unflavored Milk of Magnesia, and check the ingredient list on the label to confirm that magnesium hydroxide and water are the only listed components. Original Phillips Milk of Magnesia in the standard plain unflavored formulation has been the reference product for over a century, and it remains available at almost every American pharmacy at prices between $2 and $5 per bottle. There is a third caution worth understanding before you apply this to your garden. Milk of Magnesia is a magnesium supplement, not a complete fertilizer, and it should not be treated as a replacement for balanced soil nutrition. Plants require nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and dozens of other elements in addition to magnesium, and applying Milk of Magnesia to soil deficient in these other nutrients will not produce the dramatic response that the peer-reviewed research on magnesium suggests is possible. Diagnose the actual limiting factor in your garden before assuming magnesium is the problem. Yellowing between leaf veins on older leaves while the veins themselves stay green is the classic magnesium deficiency signature. Overall pale coloring across the entire plant more often indicates nitrogen deficiency. Weak stems and poor fruit set can indicate multiple nutrient problems, including but not limited to magnesium. The technique documented in this video works best when magnesium is specifically the limiting factor in your soil. There is a final consideration worth flagging for gardeners planning to combine this technique with other soil amendments. Milk of magnesia can be applied alongside compost, mulch, and organic matter additions without any interaction problems because the slow-release magnesium hydroxide integrates naturally into the soil biology that these other amendments support. However, do not combine milk of magnesia in the same watering can as Epsom salt applications because delivering both fast-release and slow-release magnesium simultaneously provides no additional benefit and can push total magnesium levels above what plant biology can efficiently absorb. Choose one magnesium delivery method per growing season based on your soil pH and your specific goals. If your soil runs acidic and you want lasting magnesium supplementation with gentle pH buffering, milk of magnesia is the correct choice. If your soil runs neutral to slightly alkaline and you need quick correction of acute deficiency symptoms, Epsom salt remains the appropriate tool. Both products deliver magnesium to plants, and both have their appropriate applications, but they should not be used simultaneously. Now we get to the part you came here for, the exact recipe and the specific dilution that produces the strongest results across the widest range of garden plants. Pay attention to the ratios because milk of magnesia is more concentrated than most gardeners realize, and excessive application will cause soil pH problems rather than benefits. You will need 1 tablespoon of plain, unflavored milk of magnesia. Standard Phillips's milk of magnesia works perfectly, along with any equivalent store brand product that lists only magnesium hydroxide and water as ingredients. Avoid flavored versions, chewable tablets, and any product containing additional active ingredients beyond magnesium hydroxide. You will need 1 gallon of warm water. Room temperature water works well, and slightly warm water helps the magnesium hydroxide suspension dissolve more evenly. Rainwater is ideal because it lacks the chlorine and calcium content that can affect the delivery of certain nutrients. Filtered water works well too, and standard tap water is acceptable if allowed to sit uncovered for a few hours to release chlorine. Pour the gallon of water into a clean container. Shake the bottle of milk of magnesia vigorously before measuring because the magnesium hydroxide particles settle at the bottom of the bottle over time and require thorough mixing to redistribute evenly. Measure 1 level tablespoon of the shaken product and add it to the water. Stir the finished solution briefly to distribute the magnesium hydroxide particles throughout the volume. The solution will appear slightly cloudy due to the suspended particles, and this is normal. Apply the solution as a soil drench around the base of any magnesium-responsive plant, pouring approximately 1.5 to 2 cups of solution around each plant while keeping the pour a few inches away from the main stem to avoid concentration damage. Distribute the solution in a circle around the drip line where the feeder roots are most active. 1 gallon of finished solution treats between 15 and 25 mature plants, depending on plant size and root zone diameter. Apply this treatment once at the beginning of the growing season, after the plants have established but before flowering begins, and again approximately 6 to 8 weeks later during the heaviest fruit development window. Do not exceed 2 applications per growing season, because the alkaline effect of magnesium hydroxide accumulates in soil across multiple applications and can eventually push pH out of the range where most vegetables thrive. 2 well-timed applications deliver enough magnesium to support the full growing season without creating pH problems. The next time you walk down the digestive health aisle of your pharmacy and see a $2 bottle of chalky white liquid that has sat on the same shelf for 150 years, do not just see an antacid. See a slow-release magnesium delivery system that peer-reviewed nutritional science has documented in remarkable detail at a price no garden supply company can profitably match, feeding the exact mineral that sits at the center of every chlorophyll molecule in every plant on Earth. The harvest begins now.